can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash?
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
This is Aaron Jones, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fourth down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Allen 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
Buffalo Bills.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
You got three down.
On 1st down, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Bills touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Pittsburgh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
By the Steelers.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
The Steeler
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
By A.J. Klein.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
He's brought down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Good tackle there by Tremaine Edmonds, who came into the league as one of the youngest players ever drafted in the 1st round and has lived up to the hype and matured quickly. Led the team in tackles last year, can go sideline to sideline and make any kind of play you're looking for. I'm still trying to get over the nightmare of his father burning me for a touchdown back in college.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Pittsburgh.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Ben to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Allen. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up second and 9.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch 98. Watch 98.
Here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Minkah Fitzpatrick.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Aaron Jones.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Tackle made at the 12.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Brings up second and 5.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Allen, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 26-yard line.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's able to find Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Buffalo Bills.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
2-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24. Steelers.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Check, 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 check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Allen now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bills 31, Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass intended for Dante Pettis. Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 198. Watch 98. 98.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Steelers.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Room here to run. is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 36, 36.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
3rd down.
Take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Chris Boswell.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Yo. 198. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Throwing again. Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen, he's going to take another shot here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10. That's
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen to throw once more. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And 11. At the
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He's at the 50. 30. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards the pickup there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. To throw is Allen, going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. So Allen's going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Roethlisberger's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have